Hi, and a very good evening to everyone. We are from Team 1. We will be presenting about Kazakhstan. So we have 6 agenda today, and each agenda will be presented by each person.
Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about the political of Kazakhstan. Share all the information given we only limited in political part. So today I'm going to talk about 5 points. The first is country system, and second is parliament and the constitution, and third is the parties of Kazakhstan, and fourth is government and government system, and five is political risks. Kazakhstan is the unitary country. Unitary system is the structure of a single sovereign state. Unitary system and the federal state system are both forms of state structure. And in modern state structure, unitary system and the federal system are the main forms. So actually, most countries in the world are using unitary systems, such as like Japan, France, Italy, Spain, South Korea. And second part is the parliament and the constitution. So on the August of 1995, the current constitutional law was adopted by the enterprise vote. The state stating that Kazakhstan is a democratic, a secular, and unified country with a presidential republic, with the president as the head of state elected by the whole people. So the Parliament of the Republic of Kazakhstan is the highest representative organization of Kazakhstan. It is composed of two houses, the upper house for the term of 6 years and the lower house for the term of 5 years. There are six committees under the upper house, also the lower house. And the upper house is which is Senate. Because if I put all the committees in the graph, it will be look like very small. So I'll put in next page. You can just see all of these committees. It's not really important, so you can just look at these committees for a few seconds. So the member of parliament are directly elected by the voters at the ballot box. The same domestic political power exercises its function on the principle of separation of legislative, judicial, and executive power and mutual interaction, mutual restriction, and balance on the basis of law. Kazakhstan is a dominant party state with Nur Otan in power. And actually, not like other countries, there are totally six legal parties in Kazakhstan. So first is Nur Otan, the second is Nationwide Social Democratic Party, and then following by Village Social Democratic Party, People's Party of Kazakhstan, Democratic Party of Kazakhstan Bright Pass, adult. About their government, so you should know about this. In Kazakhstan, the president is the head of state. He is also commander in chief of the armed forces, and he or her can vote legislation passed by the parliament. President can appoint the PM, the prime minister, and the deputy prime minister, as well as the minister of foreign affairs, defense, finance, interior affairs, and the chairman of security council. So actually, all of these positions are subject to the approval of the Supreme Soviet. And the current government was formed in February 2019 with Askar Mami as prime minister. Kasam-Jomart Tokayev won with 70.76% of the vote and was elected to a 5-year term of president. As you can see, there are three photos of these guys. The first is the president of Kazakhstan, Kasim-Jomart Tokayev, PM and deputy PM, which these two guys were appointed by him. About the political risks, since the independence, the president Nazarbayev has been committed to maintaining the stability of the regime. The political environment is relatively favorable. The political authority of President Nazarbayev is unshakable in the country because since the 1991 they announced the independence, the Nazarbayev is the president till to 2019. Um, and he strived to achieve social harmony and unity. Therefore, the political environment of Kazakhstan is in leading position compared with other Central Asian countries. So, political environment refers to the basic conditions of whether the regime is stable, whether the political system is sound, whether there is a risk of war, and so for foreign investors. This is a very attractive thing for foreign investors. So actually, the environment, political environment in Kazakhstan is premium for the foreign investors. So actually, it's medium low risks country. So thanks.
So I will talk about Kazakhstan spider map. As we can see, Kazakhstan spider map seems constant. The highest risk is the country economic risk, which is scored 5.5, and followed by contractual agreement repudiation and strike riot and civil commotion, which is scored 5.2. Uh, Kazakhstan considered as a stable country without sudden risk. As we can see, Kazakhstan have scored the highest is 5 point something, and 5 point something mean yellow. Yellow means it does not really high, it does not really low, it's a medium. And the orange indicate the January 2021, and the blue indicate to start January 2020. Okay, so I will pass to the next person.
I will introduce the login environment in Kazakhstan. I will make the four parts. The first part. Kazakhstan is a republic located in Middle Asia, and that the government itself through a democratically elected government. Kazakhstan has an authorized interim system ruled by civil law and Roman law based on sword principles and ideals. The country used the Kurdish type of nation divided into different countries according to serial, cultural, global, and capital stream. Among other recent laws, Kazakhstan at 2017. Kazakhstan's country was voted in by a referendum in 1995 with 90% supporting the new form. The second part, the country has identically different evolution its requirement to consider when interested in values in the country. As the police have been put in place by the local, in culture, and managed to encourage in the country. Over time, Kazakhstan has been operating an open investing economy, removing custom barriers to new environments and employment requirements. To open a business in the country, a person requires abiding either an individual interpretations or resisting a login entities that will prevent them to operate. The third part, establishing a small-scale enterprises in the country is more easier as the company has reduced and scripts of different required processes complete to those needed for increasing a model and a large scale enterprises. This move by the government is to encourage small scale enterprises to grow. Kazakhstan at 2017. The only requirements needed by the government are unique identification number and electric digital signature for the electric being, a fielding an electric form of notice about communicating business activity. The fourth part, the cooperation index in Kazakhstan is at 38 points out of 100. Competition in the country is rampant and has inflated the industry, and location. Compared to Kazakhstan, Malaysia has 49 points out of the 100, meaning it has a lower completion power in the system. This is my part, logging environment in Kazakhstan. Thank you.
Okay, let's continue our topic, which is cultural environment. Okay, let me explain a little bit about local culture in Kazakhstan, which is they have drawing for many different resources, which is they heavily influenced by their neighborhood, including China and Russia, and also Turkey culture, who are respond for introduce Islam to the country in 12th centuries. Kazakhstan society is generally based around rather a formal family hierarchy with elder people holding position of respect and esteem. A man play a key role as a head, the protector of family, and they are expected to make a decision which is in what's best for the family. And modern Kazakhstan, since the country gained independence from Soviet Union in 1991, has become very open to foreign investment and immigration. The country has been pushed forward to build a sustainable economic growth through the exporting vast of natural source. Okay, next I will explain about the ethnic groups in Kazakhstan, which is most of the people in Kazakhstan, which is Kazakhs, which is 67%, 20% which is Russia, and 4.5% which is others. And they has also Russian, Uzbek, they has Uzbek, Ukrainian, Uhud, and Tatar, and also German. Next, religion. Majority in Kazakhstan is Muslim, which is 70.2% of people in population in Kazakhs, and 26.22 which is Christian, and 3.3% atheists, and 0.3% others. Okay, next, settlement patterns. 57.4 most of the percent which is most of people in Kazakhstan are living in urban area, and others which is 42.6% living in a rural area. Continue to explain about Kazakh custom and ethnics. Firstly, during meeting people, which is they have greetings, which is formal to hierarchy in natures of society. The common greetings are which is handshake, often done by both hands. And once you have developed a personal relationship, which is a close friend of the same sex, may prefer to hug rather than shake hands. And also they have gift giving ethics, which is not a great deal of protocol in gift giving. This is where you invited to someone house for a dinner. It's polite to bring something for hostess, such as pastry. And for the Muslim, they're not giving alcohol beverage unless your host drink it. And next, I will explain the ethics and protocol in business within Kazakhstan. Firstly, meeting and greetings. and shades like common greetings to hands, and many men will not shake their hands with women, and also wait to be introduced to everyone, usually in order of importance. And in greetings also, business cards are extremely important to establish one's position, navigate bureaucracy, and open doors. And next, for the communication style, protecting relationship and people's honor, which is important in business ethic in Kazakhstan, which is Kazakhstan find see that what they said in order to deliver information in sensitive and diplomatic manner. And the same time, Kazakhs have somehow violate and demeanor and can raise their voice to get their point across. Hierarchy is respected in Kazakhstan. Someone more senior is never contradict to or criticized, especially in public. And in business meeting style vary by the type of business entity. For private industry is often more focused and westernized. The thing are a little bit more fluid. And for the public entities, on the other hand, follow lots of protocol and red type, which is left over from the communist era. There is generally a fair fair amount of small talks before business is discussed. They may take a place over tea and sweets while waiting for others party to bring the conversation to the business. And spend time in relationship builds as a family oriented people they want, and to be sure you are trustworthy and reliable. Okay, for the next Hostens Index, which is in Kazakhstan, Hostens Index in category of individualism, which is has low score, which means workers are looking for more authority, the position variety, more freedom in shifting jobs, and they also score in 88 in power distance, which is high score in hierarchy, social structure, and great social class, power holder, and privilege. And there also high uncertainty avoidance, which is a strong needs of rule and illegal system to start life. High dependency on expert and authority, and they have score 50%. And masculinity, which is they has sometimes they have masculine in certain parts and feminine in certain part, which is humble attitude, seeking group approval, incentive verbal, and conflict resolved by the compromise and negotiation. Okay, that's all. I will pass for the next presenter. Thank you.
Now I will talk about the consumer product. For our group, the consumer product we choose is Kazakhstan's banana milk. Firstly, I will introduce the banana milk. Banana milk is a drink made from bananas and pure milk. At present, the product of banana milk on the market is mainly divided into two kinds. One is a harmony of banana and pure milk. The other is a harmony of banana essence and pure milk. From the industry category, banana milk is a new type of flavored milk products. Then I will introduce the production technology. Banana milk adopts modern technology processing through a variety of technological processes, successfully reaching the nutritional components of milk, but also through the harmonization effects of banana pulp, improve the palatability of the product. for the development of the market to lay a solid product foundation. The next one is the reason for choosing banana milk. Why our group chose banana milk? There are two reasons. The first reason is banana milk is one of the richest sources of potassium, which boosts heart health and replenishes lost electrolytes. It also contains vitamin B6 and vitamin C, both essential for nutrition. Banana milk is more fiber-rich than other vegan milk, adding digestion. The second reason is similarly, bananas contain keratin, vitamin A, and other substances. It helps digestion, throat disease, anemia, and so on. And the taste banana milk is sweet and delicious. Okay, this is a bar chart about banana milk sales around the world. Universiti, the highest banana milk sales volume is Kazakhstan, and then Andorra, and the third country is Vatican City. Sales in other countries are basically the same. Okay, the last part is competitor. There are three competitors. The first one is Maola. Maola company was established in 2012. This is an American beverage company headquartered in Dallas, Texas. Primarily known for their banana milk products. The company manufactures various dairy substitute products that are organic and plant-based. The second competitor is Bingery. Bingery was established in 1967 and has become a massive company. Bingery produces products like ramen, ice cream, and beverages, and is well known for its delicious products. One of their great achievements is producing banana flavored milk. It was made in 1974 and has received number one brand power in KBPI for 6 consecutive years. The last competitor is Banana World. Banana World was established in 2011. This is the world's first non-dairy dairy banana milk. The makers combine fiber-rich oat milk with real bananas to create a vitamin-rich milk. That's all from my part. Now I will pass to my next partner. Thank you.
Hello everyone. So I continue for my part, which is tariff and non-tariff barrier. In Kazakhstan, goods are classified based on the custom tariff of the custom union and is generally based on the harmony system. As part of its WTO accession in 2015, Kazakhstan agreed to lower rate the tariff gradually, which is in tariff on agriculture product will see the largest reduction from 16.7% in 2015 to an average of 7.6% to 2020. In addition to import VAT, custom duty, and excise tax, importer or exporter include a minimum custom processing fee, which is €50 for the main page of a cargo custom declaration, €20 for each supplemental page of a cargo custom declaration. Next, we move to the non-tariff barrier. As part of the non-tariff regulation, the Kazakhstan custom legislation prescribes that certain type of import goods must comply with the local quality and technical standard must have certificate of a conformity to such standard. Specific restriction bans such as ban, quotas, licensing, registration, and the others may apply to the import or export of certain goods such as uranium, ozone product, special purpose hardware, oil product, and weapon. Next, for the tax and duty, traders should use a EAEO custom tariff and the Kazakhstani tax code to calculate custom duty and fees. And in 2016, Kazakhstan introduced a system of electronic invoicing for all payers. of the value as tax VAT on import. Kazakhstan charges a 12 value as tax VAT, which is paid on top of all custom duty and excise tax at the same time of a custom clearance. And then importer are expected to declare and pay this tax within a month after a shipment. Then we move to the product certification and labeling and packaging. In special certificate, the list of product requiring certification include the following: agriculture and food product, which is our product; electrical, telecommunication and transportation equipment; pharmaceutical and healthcare product; construction material and wood. So, according to the Kazakhstan legislation, import product of foreign origin must meet a quality standard and therefore are subject to certification. By this procedure, authorities certify in writing to conformity of product and service the requirement of the national legislation. Next, we move to the method and quoting payment. All the foreign trade operation use a US dollar or sometimes use a euro, while domestic payment are made in the local currency, which is Kazakhstan or KZT. All the hard currency settlement with Kazakh company and organization should be made through authorized Kazakh commercial bank to the exporter bank. And some exporter prefer the customer to make a payment from hard currency account offshore in the countries such as in the UK, US, Switzerland, Cyprus, Luxembourg, and the others. Next, we move to the last part, the commentary requirement. All the products sold in Kazakhstan must include relevant information about the product in the Kazakh language. It is also recommended that book shipment also contain basic information written in Kazakhstan. Goods should be securely packed with the consideration for the nature of the good, means of the transport, and likely climatic condition. Auto container should represent the consignee mark and port mark and should be numbered to occur with the packing list unless the content can be otherwise readily identified. The contract number also must be shown on the outside of the container. Registration with the custom authorities is mandatory to carry out import and export operation in Kazakhstan. So that's all for my part. I move to the next presenter.
Hello everyone, I will show you target market illustration. First is geographic part. Climate of Kazakhstan is continental with cold winters and hot summers, and arid and semi-arid. This is suitable for stock farming. Land use is divided into three camps: agriculture land, forest and other. We just need focus on permanent pasture in agriculture land. It accounts for 68.5% of all land in Kazakhstan. Second is demographic part. I want to know population distribution of Kazakhstan. Most of the country displays a low population density, particularly the interior. Population clusters appear in urban agglomerations in the far northern and southern portions of the country. Most people in Kazakhstan live in cities. A rate of urbanization is going to increase in the future. About economics, milk in main agricultural products and the large scale of dairy industry show that we can find material supplies locally. Then we can reduce our product price to better enter and occupy the market. Population below poverty line and the Gini index means small gap between poor and rich in Kazakhstan, which is good for our daily consumed product, the banana milk. Because small gap means most people can afford for our products. For psychographic part, I find the distribution of food expenses in Kazakhstan. Using Western food tax model, 4.4% means substantial demand for milk, which is waiting for us to supply. At last, I conclude our market structure and progress in a pyramid. Our target market is all Kazakhstan because our product is a can of daily food, but we want first to enter major cities with high purchasing power. We can also improve our products based on local needs during this period. Second, we will develop our products to all cities. The reason I focus on cities is population in Kazakhstan is low density and most urban population. It is expensive to sell everywhere, to distribute everywhere. However, we can reach all regions in Kazakhstan based on distribution network, like online shopping with delivery. Okay, that's all for my part. Thank you.